Peace and blessings, my IG family. We've made it to the end of another season of Phil John's V.I.P. That's right, Phil John's V.I.P. Season 5 is now officially a wrap. I want to thank my special guest, producer, director, composer, Brent McCorkle, Malachi Hurd, Mike Diaz, Justine Hall, Shakura the actor, Felix Donez, Nick Dallas Montalvo, Kerry McGann, and my brother, Mark Marcel. Thank you for joining me this season. I ask that you keep all the members of the WGA in your prayers. Have a great summer, and I'm going to see you guys in the fall. As always, stay in love, stay in light, but more importantly, stay in peace. See you in the fall. Welcome to another season of Phil John's VIP. How are you, sir?
Good, dude. What's going on, man?
Good. First of all, let me just say thank you so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate you just making the time to come have a conversation with me.
Oh, man. And thanks for having me on, dude. It's going to be fun.
Good. I went to go see Jesus Revolution, and I was completely blown away.
Jesus Revolution has been trying to get made for 7 years, and it's fallen apart a couple times. So the third time it came back around, I was available. Andy is working on another movie that he wants to do that he's really passionate about, that John really loves collaborating, and so there was room for me to jump in and direct with John on this one. And I also scored the music and helped pre-produce everything. And it's a community, like you said, it's a family. Just working on this movie has had a profound impact on a lot of people. Some of the greatest, kindest words to me were from some of the Lionsgate executives that aren't Christian. But they said, wow, this moved me in my heart. This moved me in my soul. Thank you. Like, I'm thinking about things, and I'm not going to get baptized or anything, but like watching your movie, I came very close. You know?
Sounds good. So, okay.
Look, don't be nervous. You don't be nervous. Let's talk about the last OG.
Oh, I had auditioned for Tracy Morgan's son originally. They had called me back, and they were like, "Oh, we have another part that he could," because I guess they liked me for my audition, but you know how it goes. It gets beyond your performance, and getting to actually do a scene with Tracy was the way that he is on his interviews and on TV and off camera. It's no different. I think that was one of my favorite things about it.
You are connected, brother. What's up? How you been? Look at you. You are looking.
I'm just making
You are
sure that my
looking
son
like
doesn't
daddy
wake
duty
up.
right now.
Crazy, like you were saying, it's 2 decades, and it's true. It's been a long journey, and so there's all these chapters.
A lot of individuals we've known for decades, and so for me to see them thrive and do this brings me joy, because I respect their grind and journey and failures and those conversations maybe a decade ago were like, yo, no. And they are at another level, and I remember the conversations of frustration, especially Latino actors here in New York, not doing, Law and Order or these type of shows, where can you go? And it's sometimes really difficult, but to see us collectively, succeed brings me joy, because I truly understand the grind and a lot of work that goes behind it.
I remember the feeling I would get when I would go to the movies, or the feeling I would get when I would go to a concert, or a feeling I would get when I would go see a play. It was this feeling that only if you're in the industry and you love it, you know what it is. I'm a Virgo. If I'm going to do something, I got to do it right.
You're going to do it.
I'm going to do it. So it was never me saying I'm going to act in this play and I'm just going to act in it. No, it was me, before I even knew how to break a scene down, breaking the scene down, right? Because that's my work ethic. So Law and Order just aired yesterday, and I didn't even know.
How you not know?
If eventually in your career you are handed some things, but I'm saying I didn't get it because of my last name relation to somebody. I didn't get it because I'm a superstar and they want my name, my clout. That I got it because I put the work in to make sure that I did the best that I could do.
You got the hat. I'm repping. I put my Godfather's hat. Yo,
That's what. Well, you know what, Phil? I brought something, just for you then, just in case. Just holla.
Orange is the new black. and New Amsterdam?
It was a prison guard, and the next episode with a prison guard was, I believe it was episode 3 in season 1, and they had me in as the recurring prison guard, and the name was Prison Guard Raina. So that was amazing to me, and I was just blessed to be on on the set and NBC pilot, friggin' recurring. I want to teach the world that. I want to give that message, and I want to do it so well, like 100%. And I'm looking forward to that. And at that point, then I'll exhale. And I'll say I did what I needed to do. And hopefully, the doors will keep opening for me. But that's the thing that I want to do.
Man, listen, I thought you were introducing Barack Obama. I said, who's this dude he talking about? This guy's amazing. Like, who's this guy? Acting as an extension of communication. I've always been a communicator because I've always wrote lyrics and I spit or perform music. So I've always had a form of communication in me, a gift for communication. Industry is all about connections. It's all about relationships. So I've learned to bite my tongue, to vent to my wife, and never to make a decision in an emotional state. People don't understand. All you got to do is burn one bridge, and that one bridge burns a million. Everything's ministry to me. Every opportunity I get to talk on God is to talk about my testimony or to talk about my gifts. That's all platform to help people. So that's how I look at it. So it definitely is a form of service.
What's up, Phil?
Looking youthful, sir. Yes.
Thank you.
First, explain exactly what your job title is. What do you do on set, and how does it make it? How do you make it all work?
As the first AC, your job is to build the camera, turn it on, keep it turned on, and make sure that it's in focus. If there's a problem, you got to fix it. It doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but when you're on a film set, it's like money's on fire all around you. And it's not a job where you get a lot of pats on the back. People just expect it to be done. So, when you go in as an actor and something's supposed to explode behind you and, the tears have to come down, the director's going to tell you killed it. They're not going to tell me that I killed it. When the camera pushes way in, I have little projects that I want to write and shoot and direct. Maybe I should call it the Phil John Challenge and start doing some of that.
Thank you for asking me.
For joining your trivia that you're the first cousin of Brooke Shields.
I'll be honest, I was around Brooke shooting some films when she was younger. I'm a bit younger than her, so there were certain films that I would be on set for because my Aunt Terry would bring me, and I would play pinball or watch on the sideline, and I kind of fell in love with seeing all that stuff, not knowing I would do that one day.
The 2008 horror film Banshee.
It's still one of my favorite times ever on set. And those guys are great. If you can ever watch any synthetic cinema films, these producers, they're fantastic. Education is important. Self-education is important. It's show business. You have to educate yourself about it. You have to treat it like you're the CEO of your own company. You have to. Like, you're it. That's it.
I said, I gotta get you in. I need you to have this conversation in the can.
Dude, I'm blessed you think of me the way you do, for real. I'm thankful, for real, because you owe me nothing. So,
no doubt.
Thank you, man. I'm glad to be here. So, what's going on with me? Right now, I live in Los Angeles, man. I'm over there.
Moved back? When?
Dude, a friend of my father's about like 5 years ago asked me to come talk to him. He was talking to me about gurus. He was like, man, this is amazing. He's like, what are you doing with this? I was like, well, I'm the only animator. It takes a lot out of me, so I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with it. And he was like, well, you need to be in LA or New York. And some of the projects that I'm about to release as soon as is going to be the movie called Gurus, the Meta movie. I also wrote a book that's in this last stages of editing called A Moon Near Venus, which is about my flight experience that was on the plane that almost crashed. The book, A Moon Near Venus, talks about how psychedelics helps heal trauma. I've engaged in a few different psychedelic sessions, 5-MeO DMT and psilocybin mushrooms, but also with the psychedelics, it doesn't mean that with psychedelics you're using something that you aren't supposed to, because it's here in nature. And if you weren't supposed to use it, then it wouldn't be here for you to be able to use it for its advantages, one. And really for me, man, it has just broken me down to the point to where it lets me see how a lot of things in this reality is not what I think it is. I tell people, you know, this place is built off magic. And I say that because, you know, if you believe in the law of attraction, the only way the law of attraction could work is if this shit wasn't real. Because if this shit was real, this shit was really real, then the law of attraction wouldn't work.
What do you call God?
Oh man, you're gonna get me in trouble. God is everything. God really is everything. I'm God. I mean, that's what I was gonna say. I'm God. But I mean, you're also God. We're all God. We're all God having a human experience. And God, as the ultimate creator, wants to create. So the only thing you can do when you're God and you're all one and you're all alone, the only thing you can do is fool yourself, trick yourself into thinking that you're not all one and you're not all alone. So what you do is you forget what you know, and then you break yourself down into these entities, Mark, Phil, like all these entities, and you forget what you are, so you can relearn what you are through experiencing yourself through other versions of yourself. So yeah, man, keep that feeling going, man. You deserve it, dude, for real. You know what I mean? You dude, I've always appreciated you as a person, dude. You are a class A dude, man.
Thank
for
you,
real. Yeah,
Brother Mark. Thank you.
Nah, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you so much, yo. Let me know when you want to do this again, man. I'm here.